Hey there everybody, welcome back to episode number 40 of the Bright Ideas Daily Nugget. I am your host, Trent Dyrsmid, and this is the daily video where I answer your questions about e-commerce, as well as give you a look over my shoulder as my team and I grow our business towards our goal of $10 million a year. In today's video, I want to follow up on what we talked about yesterday, and that is focus. And instead of talking about what we focused on for the first 5 months, like we did in episode number 39, today I want to talk to you about how I think you should focus your activity each and every day so that you can maximize your productivity. So, worst thing you can do is start your day off by looking at your email. Because if you do that, you're going to get bogged down, you're going to get sucked into that email account, and you're not going to accomplish the most critical thing, which is generating new product leads. So ideally, if you watched yesterday's video, you have understood that most of the outreach legwork, like 90% of it, is handled by virtual assistants. You should not be doing this stuff yourself, because you can hire virtual assistants to do all of that for $2 an hour. And if you're doing it, you're basically saying your time's worth $2 an hour, and you will never, never, never succeed if that is your mindset. So by not looking at your inbox, what you want to make sure is that you are spending your time doing outreach. So what do I mean by doing outreach? If the VAs are sending all the emails, what are you supposed to do? Pick up the phone. That's what you're supposed to do. So every single day, if, for example, if your goal is to send 100 emails per week, and that should be the minimum number that you send, we've sent as many as 400 per week, you are probably only going to get replies from half of them. So what about the other half? You're just going to let them fall into the gutter? Some of those accounts, or all of those accounts, could be very, very good accounts to have. So first thing in the morning, every single day, you should be picking up the phone and calling the people that did not reply to your email. In addition to that, if there are accounts where you have, so once you've got that done, so we'll call that picking up my biggest rocks. Once you've got your biggest rocks for the day picked up, give yourself a pat on the back. Let's say your goal is to make 10 calls or 15 calls or whatever the number is. Give yourself a pat on the back, take a break, go get some fresh air, then come back and start focusing on following up on leads that are in your pipeline. And of course, you should be tracking all of this in a CRM, so it's very easy for you to make these follow-up calls. So these are calls where there's a promising account. Maybe you had a first call, or maybe you left a message. More than likely, you haven't got a call back. Call them again. Or maybe you've got an email conversation somewhere, but it hasn't led to a conclusion yet. Follow up with those people and get a conclusion. So that's really the big takeaway for this video. The first, if you're full-time at this, like I was in the beginning, I spent 7 hours a day sourcing. And I started my day exactly the way that I've just described in this video. Now, as you get into the afternoon and your energy's starting to wane and you've got all your big rocks done, then you allow yourself to get into that inbox and start replying to replies, looking at price lists, crunching numbers, all stuff that you don't need as much energy to be successful at doing, because you can just kind of sit there, you can slouch in your desk or do whatever it is you want to do. All right, so that's how you should focus for maximum productivity. If you'd like to have me answer one of your questions in a future video, you can submit your question at Brightideas.co/asktrent. If this is your first time watching one of my videos and you're still watching, obviously you like what you see, so why not check out more? You can easily do that by becoming a YouTube subscriber, or you can head right on over to Brightideas.co, and there's all sorts of ways right there on the homepage on how you can become a member of the Bright Ideas tribe. And if you're already a member and you're watching this in one of the Facebook groups, I would love it if you would give a little thank you by giving a like, a comment, or a share on the post where you saw this. Thanks very much for tuning in. We'll see you in tomorrow's video. Take care. Bye-bye.